Hello, this is Lori Michelle, the Moshiach, with life lesson number 26. Become relentlessly thoughtful in every moment. I didn't pick that title. I had a whole bunch of titles. Hashem just gave me that one. He said that's what it should be called. I had become relentlessly thoughtful and loving like God. And he said, no, don't call it that. It's probably too steep a task for most people to consider that I should be like God. But that's what you're here to do, to bring his essence into this world, and you're a spark of him. But he said to call it what I just said, become relentlessly thoughtful in every moment. He says that's a big enough task for every person in the world. And you might say, yeah, my neighbor is not very thoughtful. And in that moment, you're choosing potentially, he just said, yes, you are, the Yetzer Hara. You're projecting it onto someone else. Say, I'm thoughtful. I. And that's not thoughtful at all. That's all about yourself. So how did I come to this lesson today? I didn't even know I was going to do this one today. I thought I was going to do a follow-up lesson to mental health because I was asked to do another lesson about that. But Hashem said, this is the lesson today. And I knew something like this was coming because last night he gave me a very intense dream that I really thought I was living it. And he wants me to share the dream and the whole sequence and how I was thinking throughout the dream so that you can learn how to be intensely thoughtful in every moment. When you think of the word thoughtful, you might be thinking gracious, thoughtful, thinking about someone else holding the door open, thoughtful. But thoughtful has many aspects to it, meaning thinking in every single moment, but thinking about others in the moment. So I'm going to share the dream, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll explain to you why he wants me to do this lesson today, becoming relentlessly thoughtful in every moment. So here's the dream. It's actually an interesting dream. In the dream, I met a man. And I think I must have been much younger in this dream. I felt younger. It was a young man, good looking, and he was very interested in me, and he wanted to be with me. Use your imagination. So I kept saying, no, it wasn't appropriate. You know, we weren't married, and I didn't know him very well, but he was relentless. He was going to have his time with me. And he was very engaging, and he got me interested. He stirred me in a way that I hadn't been stirred in a while. And I thought, he's awfully cute. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I'm going to just go for it. But the whole time, what Hashem wants me to reveal is how I think. Because in the dream, I really thought this was real. I really thought this was happening. So in my mind, I was thinking, oh, I know this guy. I don't know what he's all about. He seems so wonderful. It's been so long since I felt this way about anyone. Oh, okay, I'm just going to go with it and trust my feelings. And so we went inside this home. I don't know where we were. And I parked my car before we went in. I had a car in the dream. And I parked the car, and as we walked in, he said to me, Lori, where'd you park your car? I said, oh, and I turned to show him where I parked my car, and the car wasn't there. And I said, wait a minute, I just parked it over there. And he came out of the house with me to look for the car. And I thought, I was so engaged in the moment, whooped up in passion that I don't even know if I parked my car there. Maybe I parked it over there. And then I realized, oh no, my car was stolen. But in my mind is very thoughtful, meaning I think before, after, and during in every moment. My mind thinks very quickly. I don't speak very quickly. I speak very methodically and slowly. But my mind goes incredibly fast, Hashem just said. So I'm thinking, someone stole it. Who stole it? Oh no. And then I started to blame myself. I was whooped up in passion. I wasn't in the moment. I don't know where I parked my car. And now I realize it's stolen. Maybe I left it unlocked. My iPhone was on the car seat, my credit cards, all of my identification. This thief now has all of that and my car. And what am I going to do? I got whooped up and I wasn't thinking. And I did something that maybe only religious people do. I looked up at the sky and I said, oh God, why are you doing this to me? Why did you let the thief take my car? You're teaching me something right now. And this is so painful. Oh, why do I have to learn this now? Oh God, why are you doing this to me? And so then I was thinking, the thief, I reversed it. Instead of punishing myself and saying, it's all my fault and being hard on myself, I started thinking about the thief. And I thought, he's run off with my car. He's probably sold it for parts. Now he's charging on my credit cards. My mind is going on and on and on about the thief. And I started thinking, is God going to punish this thief? And what difference does that make right now? I need to do something. I don't have my car anymore. And what about my phone? Oh no, I have no money. I can't afford another phone. And suddenly I'm at my parents' house where I grew up. So I was much younger. And I thought, oh, now I have to ask mom and dad for help. And now my problem and my moment of not thinking and being reckless that led to the car being stolen has now become a bigger problem. Now I have to bring my problem to my parents. And what a stinking rat thief that is, that's causing me harm. And now I have to bring that to my parents. And then it gets worse. I realized I have a new job that I'm starting in the morning, and I have to be there every morning at 8:30 a.m. And now I don't have a car. And I couldn't remember the license plate number. I couldn't even remember the make and model of my car. And all of the vehicle registration information was in the car. So I couldn't call the police. And this is all going on in my mind, being thoughtful. And if you're thinking that I'm neurotic, he says, oh, no, no. My mind goes in 1,000,000 miles an hour, a minute, and it goes in a destination, meaning troubleshooting. I'm thinking about the thief. I'm thinking about my parents. I'm thinking about my employer the next morning. Oh no, what if I can't show up for work? Now my problem is becoming my employer's problem. And my employer, who was a female, sent me home with homework. But I'm such in a tizzy over the theft of my car that I won't be able to do my homework. So, oh no, what if she really needs my homework? Am I harming her even worse because I can't do my homework and I may not be able to show up on time at 8:30 in the morning because I don't have a car anymore? Oh, Hashem, this is so hard. And so then my mind in the dream was troubleshooting. How do I get a phone? How do I get a car? Is my car being sold for parts? Are they going to catch the thief? Is Hashem going to even punish the thief? And my mind in the dream went to very wealthy people in this world who think that all they have to think it and it appears billions of dollars, inventions that they come up with. And I think, Hashem, do you punish them the way you're punishing me right now? You're taking the car that I need so desperately, and it's going to hurt so many people because some rat decided to steal my car. And yes, I was in a moment of passion and I wasn't thinking properly, but I'm getting slapped by you. And these people who have billions, the richest people in the world, never seem to get slapped like me. And so I'm troubleshooting, I'm thinking about God and retribution and why he's teaching this to me now and why he doesn't teach very wealthy people the same kind of hard lessons. And suddenly I started waking up. I really thought I was living this, by the way. It was very real. And I'm very stressed out and how am I going to find this car? I don't even know the make and model. And suddenly I hear Hashem say, Lori, you don't own a car. I don't. No, Lori, it was a dream. Wow. I said, thank you. Wow, I don't have to find the car. I don't have to call American Express and cancel my card. I was worried the thief was spending money that I would be held accountable for. My mind was going and going and going. And then he calmed me down. You don't own a car, Lori. Whew, well, that's a relief. Boy, that was real. Hashem, why did I dream that dream? I said to him. And he said, because you need to teach today how to be thoughtful. And that was the lesson in the dream. Thoughtfulness. Was the thief thoughtful when he took my car? Of course not, you might say. Thou shalt not steal. Well, why are you teaching me this, Lori? I don't steal. But that is not thoughtful. What you're supposed to do is think through the whole dream sequence, how I thought in every moment, why I'm sharing this with you, and how to be more thoughtful. Don't shrug it off and say, what are you telling me this for? I already know this. Teach me something I don't know, I, which is the energy of the thief. Selfishness, ego, narcissism. Being thoughtful means you're not thinking about yourself in every moment. You're thinking outwardly. You're thinking about, why is she teaching this lesson? What can I learn from this lesson? How can I extrapolate what she's saying? Did I ever do something like that? Maybe I didn't steal a car, but maybe I did something else that was thoughtless, that caused harm to another person and had a whole chain reaction of harming 100 people. Do you realize, whoever you are, that when you choose something that's not of God and is wrong, that you may be hurting not just one person, but 100 people? In my dream, this thief harmed me. He harmed my mother and father, who were going to have to help me because I had no money to buy a new phone. He was harming my employer, who was expecting me to show up at 8:30 for my new job, who sent me home with homework. I don't know why an employer would do that, and I didn't know if I could even get my homework done. How many people did this thief hurt? Because he broke God's law. But why did he break God's law? Do you know why people steal? Because they can. Because they see something and they extrapolate. I need this car. My kids don't have food tonight. God will forgive me. So I'm going to steal this car because it's there. The keys were left in the ignition. And it was God's gift to me so that I can get money to feed my kids. Do you think anybody in the world thinks like that? Hashem, the king of the universe, said 100% people think like that. So being thoughtful means thinking in the moment. In every moment, think very hard what you're doing in the moment. In my moment of passion in the dream, I forgot about my car. It was like, whoa, I'm just going to go with this. And the next thing you know, my car was stolen, but my thinking was still outward. At first, I was punishing myself. Oh no, what did I do wrong? But I went right to God. God, what are you doing? You're teaching me. I know I was reckless in that moment, but why are you teaching me this hard lesson? I'm so sorry. And now I have to live this. When billionaires seem to get off so easily, why does this happen to me? Do you ever think like that? Is there anything wrong with thinking like that? He said, no, but you need to understand why he does those things. Thinking, being thoughtful. What is God telling me? Oh no, he's being hard on me right now. He's expecting more from me. Whoa, okay, I'm just going to have to get through this one. How do I get through it? One thought at a time. And every thought should be outward and healing and thoughtful about my parents. Oh no, I have to ask them. I will apologize to them and say, oh, can you help me? And apologize. Me, apologize to my employer. I was reckless. My car was stolen. I'm so sorry. I'm not exonerating myself in this dream. I never went to my parents and said, oh, my iPhone is gone. I need a new phone. And some rat dog stole it. It's all his fault. Well, it was his fault, but it was my fault too. Do you understand? Being thoughtful means outward, thinking about all the people that you're affecting with your behavior, with your speech, being thoughtful. Excuse me, I have a cold. So I'm trying to work through this and give you something to think about, because next week I'm cleaning up all the negativity and the chametz in my house, all the bread, and getting ready for my Passover break. So I'm working through a cold. Anything else? He said to tell you why I'm doing this. Because we're in trouble and he sent me. And you may not believe that. Several of you are starting to get a clue that I'm doing this for you and that I'm really this, Moshiach. And this is the Torah part 2. And he sent me, and the reason why he wants you to know is because in the dream sequence, I was no different than I am every day of my life, my entire life. And he just said, and every single lifetime I've ever lived. I don't choose myself first. I'm doing this for you. My thoughts are automated, really. I don't think self-centeredly. I have been accused of that. And when you choose goodness and someone else wants you to choose something that's not good and you can't do it, very often they will throw it at you that you're selfish. If you weren't selfish, you would do what I want you to do. And something inside you won't allow you to do it. So being thoughtful means learning to discern when someone's pushing you to do something wrong, or something in you wants to do something wrong. You need to learn how to think in every moment. And he sent me as the model because I'm a relentless thinker. I think in the moment. Before, what did I do yesterday? What did I do to bring this about? What's going on here? How do I fix it? Who is it affecting? In all of those thoughts, rarely is it about me. Rarely. I'm involved. Oh no, I have to do all this. I'm being punished. Oh no, what do I do next? Is my next thought. Oh God, you're teaching me something. Oh no, why do I have to go through this? Okay, I have to go through this because you said so. And I think, and I think, and I persevere, and I do my very best in every moment. And those words I taught myself in Hebrew that I've mentioned to you before. Ani minasa, ani tamid minasa kamita v'yocholti. Did I say that right? He said close. I always try to the best, what is it? I always try to the best of my ability. Oh boy, I think I just messed this whole thing up, and I think it's 20 minutes long at least. If you're a trooper, you made it to this part of the video, and we need more troopers. We need people who are willing to go the distance. And he sent me, whether you like me or not, it's not my business. My business is to help you learn how I think outwardly in every moment. And this is all for you and all about you. And he's really here talking to me all the way through it. Is this going to go online? He wants this to go online. I screw up plenty. And in my dream, I got lured into doing something that wasn't appropriate. He said, but it wasn't a sin. And the dream kept unraveling and my life was unraveling. And this happens in real life. But what you need to learn is to think it through and know that he's in charge and he's there, and he might be just pushing your buttons to see what you're going to do next. So the people who look like they're unscathed, the richest people in the world who have it all, they have life, you know, all wrapped up and everything is just so wonderful for them. You don't know what he's thinking. He may just be allowing and allowing and allowing, and boom, when his shoe comes down on your head, it hurts worse than anything any person can do to you in this world. He's tough, but he's pure love. And he gave us laws for our good. Everything's outward with him. And that's the way we have to learn how to be. No one's going to watch this. He says you will. If you listen to this, you're a trooper. We're going to save the world. God bless you.